Welcome viewers back to CyberKnights Flashpoint, where we are ready to enter mission planning for our first mission prep for Mercs. This is McKellen Ward 7 forward base. A forward operation that we had planned before we sent Blackdice to get a new spinal implant. We could cash in a favor here to get a violent diversion. Can't unplug cameras and don't have enough money to do a matrix snoop, so I guess it's just time to go and deploy Mercs. The mission brief is the McKellen Heavy Industries Heavy Forward Operating Base for the construction of Ward 7 has completed its duty. Machinery, equipment, and personnel are being siphoned off to the new forward bases in prep for the construction of Ward 11 on behalf of Warner Brown Global. The site is still half full of valuables and less than half staffed. It's a good time for a hit. The sprawling forward operation base has a lot of possible exit opportunities, but we do need to be careful that reinforcements might be coming in the same way we are planning to get out. Mixed stealth combat and hacking. Plan start. Prep. Here we go. Alright, so this is our prep site. We're definitely bringing Blackdice, our primary CyberKnight. There is a roster option. Oh, look at this. Okay. We're also... it's interesting, we have like unnamed... Oh, that's her weapons. Okay, so here's her loadout. Slant blade, defensor, SecureTech light suit. Interesting. So she has some armor, nothing else. Alright, we're also bringing Emily, our vanguard. Emily's good at figuring out what people are doing. She's also bringing defensor and a slant blade. She has a SecureTech light suit, good. We'll bring Zasha, our cyber sword, who also has a blade and a rapid fire submachine gun. And finally, Molly, who's coming with the Bull assault rifle, urban assault rifle, heavy weapon. She also has the stun club, a light melee weapon. All three of them have the SecureTech light suit, and in their offhands they have first aid kit, high explosive grenades, a shock mine, high explosive grenade, and Hyper-V caps. Clicking on these, the first aid kits, it looks like we do have options of other things to put in that slot, but the other one, oh, there we go. Hyper-V caps, so packed full of powerful chemicals, the Hyper-V Rush is like no other, making you feel both physically and mentally heightened. Its long-term users are often called hyperpunks or hypes. Carrying this item gives her buff yourself with plus 10% evasion, 1 initiative, 1 move points, and 15% move speed for the next 3 turns. Okay, so she has stims. Everyone else has grenades. Emily's got a shock mine. We saw the shock mine in action last episode. It's basically a stun grenade. And it looks like while we do have a inventory for everybody, also looks like she's not allowed to use this stim. While we do have an inventory, it's not clear, even though we use a shock mine, did that get used up? So I'm seeing 1 high explosive grenade left in the inventory. I want to see if we use these. Do we have to buy them? Because I haven't really looked at the market yet. We'll have to do that next time. Let's start the mission, kick this off. And here we go. Remember, team, we're here on our own dime. Let's make this a profitable night. Blackdice says there should be plenty of blueprints, files, and equipment here. Emily says we'll hit everything we can before it gets too hot. Blackdice, let's keep a close eye on our exits. We've got more than one option, and if things heat up quickly, we may need to make a break for it. Blur says scout ahead, plot a route, and keep your options open. When running a heist, we are a small and fast strike force. We must use stealth, speed, and firepower to our advantage. We also need to know when to leave and make a break for the extraction points. If the sec tally goes high enough, the sec AI will get to take a defensive action in an escalation. One such action is to call reinforcements, which can be done multiple times. So looking over at the map, I see 3 enemies, a whole bunch of places where we can get spotted, a lot of loot boxes. So that's the plan. Let's spread out, turn stuff off, take people out, get some loot. We did not see Blackdice in last mission. She now has look ahead, quantum look ahead. So she could do this. It makes a big circle where she can basically, I think it kind of works like Emily's thing. -2 initiative predicts next movement of any enemy who passes into the zone. She also has pre-computed advantage. Buff yourself or a teammate within 25 meters with +8 initiative immediately. And then security scramble, tactical surge. I'm not sure what this circle here is. I think I accidentally used look ahead, possibly. Or it thinks I'm. No, I didn't use it. Okay, good. Look ahead there. Pre-computed event. Oh, I see. Every time I click on this, it's like leaving a circle. I don't think that's right. Buff yourself or a teammate. Buff yourself or a teammate. Not sure how we'd actually use that. I see. We'd hit spacebar to apply it. No, I don't want to use it, but it did make some graphic glitches there. So we'll have to be careful of that. Tactical surge buffs me for 0. What we really want to do is security scramble on this light, because that's sort of the most dangerous, not light, but camera. Security scramble here, we have disabled device to further delay. No, disabled device until the end of next turn. So let's security scramble this thing. That did take a move, and then if we sprint, we can sprint to here, but that guy will hear us. So let's sneak up. I think we're gonna have to take him out. She does have slant blade, power slice, but she doesn't have the slice thing that everybody else gets. If we do run in, we could also just shoot him. What? Slant blade defensor. Okay, so if she moves up with her defensor with a run, she can get to here. She doesn't get. She gets to here without being heard. Plus, she has 2 move left to do the shot. So I think we should do that. I'm just gonna come in guns blazing and let's shoot this guy. Is that a good idea? Optionally, we do. Yeah, we can't do these others. Look ahead. Can't do. I'm not sure why. I think I must have accidentally used it. I think these circles did something weird for me by accident. Maybe not. We'll see. But she is going to shoot him. We're going to open here with guns blazing. There are 4 enemies. Nobody's going to hear this gun. It's silenced. This guy is going to take some damage. We do have 3 follow-ups here, so maybe it makes sense to get them in position before she starts shooting. Let's see what Molly's position looks like before we do that. There's also this red thing on the ground, motion field sensor. We don't want to get in there. Don't want to escalate more than we have to, I guess. If she runs up, she can get right next to you and also take a shot. Unfortunately, her gun is gonna alert everybody, so she's not doing that yet. She has Crimson Vector for how many actions is Crimson Vector? 1. So she could get a little bit closer and pull a Crimson Vector if she sneaks it. Unfortunately, I think her friend might be in the way for that. She could get to here. I think she's still out of range for Crimson Vector then. Crimson Vector this way. Yeah, it's just not close enough. What about a Lumen Sphere? This thing's pretty dangerous, right? Costs 2 to use that, unfortunately. So yeah, she's useless there. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get spotted is what's gonna happen in our first mission. She'll hold off there, yielding. Emily, you know, Emily, maybe if you were up here and helping us figure out how to play this, that might help. Let's get you here. That gets you up with 3 actions not detected yet. Do an anticipation on this just to see. Yeah, he's going to turn this way, so we kind of need to take him out. We do have a couple shots here, so she can hit here for some damage. We might be able to do this. Let's do it. Start shooting. It's an ambush. Another one. Another one. All right, so that's going to massively increase our security level if we don't take her out instantly, because of course it is. We can actually shoot again. And it didn't take her out, but that was all of Emily's move. Emily's done. Zasha is still downstairs. Zasha can actually just run up. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're seen or heard at this point, right? Because it's her. It's not anybody else. There is something else over there, so potentially those guys could see us if we went the wrong way. But if we stay back here and leave 2 points on our actions, I think that gets us close enough where we can slice her. Do a slash slide. My favorite attack. 1 down. Alright. So we stayed pretty quiet. We didn't alert anybody, and we have 4 turns before that body messes us up. Alright, and that is the end of Zasha's move. Zasha's like, well, if you guys are gonna wake them up, I'm gonna finish them off for you. This person's probably gonna come around the corner and look at us, so we're sort of in a safe place for now. But we need to be moving cautiously. I think getting over to here will probably be fine. And then Molly has a big gun. And finally, they get to move en route. Turns toward us, just out of range, unaware. Good. I totally planned that. This person's patrolling in the factory over here. Doesn't look like they're going to be trouble. Alright, then we only got 1 security blip that turn, so no big deal. Blackdice. So next target here. Zasha, not really going to be the greatest help. Molly probably either attacking with us or not. I'm pretty sure we can take her out, but we might need a lot of shots. So if we charge toward her, yep, she's going to see us. That's fine, right? Because if we charge toward her and get her within slicing range, it's going to take 2 to slice. Let's see. 1 person hears with that if we're there. Slice here. If we get here though, we have 2 shots. So alternatively, we can just run forward, shoot her twice. The only person who's going to hear us is the person we're shooting. Let's do it. Sorry, chump. You picked the wrong warehouse to guard. Alright, the person lived, unfortunately. Probably should have paid better attention to the list of actions, but it'll be okay. Molly is actually just going to run across and do the loot. We're going to get a Dazzler, nano sealed item, and a corporate invoice. Alright, what's our next plan of action here? I think we're coming into this section. We're taking that person out next. There's loot over here, so let's head that way. We'll go there. Next is Zasha. I'm not sure Zasha is close enough. Zasha, is your weapon silenced? I can't remember. It's an SMG, but I don't think it is, right? Rapid fire, SMG, precise rapid fire, stealth kill, critical hits against a surprise target. Yeah, so it's stealth. It's noise 15 meters. Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty quiet. So if we leave 2 or 3, if we get here, we'll try to shoot you from there. It doesn't take much. It's a 69% chance. Good. 2 down. Come in blazing guns. Alright, great. And no special security problems this turn. Jebo's wandering around. So far, Jebo seems to be the only one wandering. No, there's 3 more moving next turn. Okay. And then this is Emily. Wow, there's a lot more bad guys back here than I realized. There's a lot more bad guys in this whole place than I realized. We're still going for it, but we might need to be a little smarter about our assault on this corner. We'll bring Emily up. She's going to help us figure out our next move. So in here we have Delta patrolling. Oh, it's getting a little hot in that corner. What was that? We just got spotted by a camera. Crap. I forgot about the camera. Okay, Blackdice, can you do anything about that? We don't have any leverage this time. Crap. Yeah, not much we can do there. It's just way too many enemies. This camera's not on yet. I guess we're just running in. We have Tactical Surge. That could help. I kind of want to use this, not this, but this look ahead. How come? I'm not sure why look ahead got consumed there. I wonder if it's somehow like the security scramble used it. I don't know. Let's go sneaky. I think we'll stay around this corner. She's not doing anything this turn except moving up. And then Zasha, good job there getting in the camera. Zasha, good job. A stealth move could get us all the way here, but we'll probably be seen, it looks like. Guess if we stay out against this wall, we're safe. Let's do that. And I think we're just gonna have to hold here and eat those 4 sec pips we got. Oof. Not a good start. Alright, turn 3. I guess we're still in turn 3 with Molly and Emily. Molly can sneak over here. And then Emily, I'd like to get some... I'd like you to sneak first off, and then I want some anticipation. I think we're trying to figure out what this person is going to do. Yep, gonna come down here. Great. I'd like to see anticipation on others, but we don't really have it. We have a camera there that's asleep. It's not gonna wake up until the security bumps up. Got some laser wires here that won't wake up until we increase the security level. And we do have a camera up here that's a worry. That looks like that's our exit. So we could just like take everybody out in this room and leave. That's an option. There's another exit up ahead there. And another one way down here. So I think just doing a circle around this whole place is probably our only hope, really. Emily, do you need to move out any further? Like, could you get up against these crates over here, maybe? No. We could hop this wall, though. Let's do that. And then we've got a bunch of patrols to go through. Well, ladies. En route. Does not see us. Good. This guy's heading to checkpoint. This guy's guarding. We're going to take them all out. Kato, unaware. Orders received. Uh-oh. Turn 4 started. Who do we have first? We've got Blackdice first. Blackdice can probably come in and take this lady out, right? If we sprint in there. They're not overwatching. We don't really want to sprint if we don't have to, though. Just bringing up to here. She'll have 2 actions left. And I think that'll be enough for a gunshot. And I think that gunshot is safe. So we're gonna take it. It's a miss. Good job there, Blackdice. That quantum hardware is really coming in handy, it looks like. We only have Molly left before the fire, so we kind of made a terrible mistake. Molly might have to hit this pretty hard. What can you do for us? Blackdice does have a ability, actually, I should have used. Molly. Got the Lumen Spear. That takes 2 actions. Could also stun strike here. And Crimson Vector. So, running forward. I think the only one who hears you. Actually, maybe they hear you over there too. It's hard to tell. I don't think they hear you. I think it's just this person. So running forward here is the way to go. Get in range. And then we're going to try to take her down with Crimson Vector. Let's do the Sun Spear first, I guess. That's 2 actions for Sun Spear. Just haven't done it yet. Is that what we're doing? I don't know. This is hard to figure out. This thing, attack Sun Spear. Yeah, there we go. Debuffed with Lumen Spear. So Lumen Spear debuffed her. I'm not quite sure what the debuff. Oh yeah, crit vulnerability. Okay, so now if we do this, she's crit vulnerable. Let's actually get over on this side when we do it. And then from here, we should have 1 more point to do a hand blades. Good. Alright, so our team is pretty deadly. It is hard to fight all of these enemies at once. They're 1 down. We still have a few actions left. Let's watch the other 2 walk. There's Muo, looks like. I guess if they aren't close to your guys, if they're like way off screen, they just walk instantly. So that's kind of a nice quality of life feature this game has. You don't have to watch every single enemy if there's no chance they're going to interact with you. Alright, here we have Emily. Emily, you need to jam kit that thing, but probably not this turn. I'd really like to see if this guy was going to turn around next turn. Could sprint you all the way here, but you're going to get heard, so if we sneak you all the way here, maybe sneak you to like here, then next turn you'll be ready for us. And I'm just going to delay for now, just in case that needs to happen this turn. I don't think it does, though. Delta is far away, not bothering us. Oh, Sec AI in my ear. We did see a stop right there, Intruder. That's going to give us 3 pips if we don't take him out. Zasha is in time, and it looks like probably we're going to be fine. Although Emily, if you could shoot him in the back, that would be great, but I think we're going to get 3 pips from this, unless Zasha can handle this. What do you have? She has SMG. She could just SMG him in the face. There's only 1 person going to hear that. She could take 3 shots. Or she could full auto him. Doesn't really seem to improve the damage that she does very much. So we're gonna just take the regular 3 shots here. Hopefully that's enough. It's a nice quiet gun. 2 shots. Alright, let's hope this third one does it, because that's really our only chance. Optionally, we could have ran forward and used the knife. Okay, it's still alive. That missed? No, 43 damage, but it didn't really seem to do much. Alright, Emily with her 1 point is our only chance, really. And I don't think we have a shot there. Oh, she does. Okay. Our last hope, Emily, 71% chance. Damn, it's a miss. That's gonna really bump up the sec level for us. Plus probably bring these other guards online. And maybe even get Zasha shot. No, it looks like Molly will be able to react. It's in that turn. We did get an escalation there on, we're not necessarily, we'll have 1 turn left if we kill this. So Molly doesn't have a quiet weapon. Emily wants to turn that off. We really want to rely on Blackdice and Zasha for this. Blackdice is going to go first. Zasha actually goes first. So Molly, I think what we do with you is just like open up with the big guns on this guy. Let's see, if we go here, that's 2. And then if we use your gun, who hears that? Just these 2. So yeah, we can shoot with the real weapon here. Heavy weapon. Let's see what it does. Well, it does a lot. On full auto it does even more, but you only get 1 shot, and we want to take both shots, so let's do 1. It's an ambush, yep. And second shot looks like it should take you out unless you miss. Okay, that is a problem. Missing is not an option, people. That's Theta. Theta goes here, so we're gonna get Zasha and Blackface. Blackface is gonna have to finish that because Molly failed. Zasha here is Zasha can use a sword. So the question is, do we move forward and sword, slant blade? Yeah, we might as well just move forward and use the sword here. Sword down. Alright. And then potentially we could shoot here. I think what we'll do probably is delay. Is that true? Wow, there's just so many enemies. Already at sec level 1, we've only looted 1 crate. I think we move a little further forward. Yeah, I think we just move her over here so she's in cover from any other enemies who might show up. And we rely on the rest of the team to take Theta out. So this is going to be one of them moving, then Blackdice. And this is the last move we have over here before we're in trouble. Blackdice can do tactical surge here, just in case. So we could run out here, get closer. Get to here, we'll have 2 shots. And this may take her out. Good. Alright, and then Blackdice, I think you should set up in this direction. Maybe try to get past this gate before it turns on. Delta's still unaware. He didn't even move. Emily wants to turn this off with the gem kit. So it's just in range, I think. And then she can go loot. And our second loot, we got a Jaguar light suit. I Q Anomaly Report and Dr. Sevenfold's V-Chip, Part 5. Bunch of loot. Alright, and she will sprint that direction, heading for the next loot. Actually, she's gonna follow up here. That thing's not guarded, so we can have Zasha or Molly go for it. Don't like it that it says they're spotted still, even though like they're not actively spotted right now. That's okay. So, and also it's going to give us 2 points of escalation even though we killed everyone. So I think that must be because a body is disappearing. Yeah, end of current turn that body goes, so that's why we're getting extra. This one goes next turn, so we're going to get extra next turn also. Yep, things escalate quickly, bodies are piling up. Emily, go. There we go. Why is it +9? I'm not sure why the tally is going up so much this turn. That seems like there's something fundamental I'm missing about this. Is that because a suspicious person came up? Where did Kato come from? Kato must have walked out here and seen a body. Alright. Well, I don't like that. That escalation's going up way faster than expected. Emily, I think you're going to run into here. Let's get into this next section with everybody before we run into serious trouble, before the gate closes, really. And you can probably throw a grenade next turn. I do not like that this is immediately going up. Is there a reason why that happened? Intruder spotted. That was last turn, right? Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure. Emily's done. We're gonna go Blackdice next. She is going to come in hot on Delta here. But probably not doing anything serious till next turn. She doesn't want to run. I guess if she heads over this side, she might have a chance of not being detected. Sasha is looting the crate. Cred chip 10k, patient dossier, bio recycler consumable. Alright, and Sasha's done. That's the enemy team moving. They're getting close. Don't think they've spotted us yet. Sec AI is telling them there's problems. Wake up, something is up. Alright, Molly's still hidden. Just need you to sprint this way. Keep up with the team. Alright. We did get a bunch of body timers expiring. That was why it was so huge, was because all the bodies that we dropped expired all at once. Another camera came on. I see, that last escalation was that it reduced body timers. So that's why we got the second escalation so fast, was because all the body timers got reduced. This camera came back on. High power mode camera engaging. High power. Not sure what that means. I bet it means that it's harder. Oh, +1 heat if it sees us. Okay. Are they all like that? Or just that one? Just that one, it looks like. Great. So maybe we'll make it to here. I'm not sure whether or not we'll clear the rest out. We'll see. It's going pretty swimmingly so far. Let's have Emily act next. And Blackdice. Blackdice, maybe we'll delay you. Emily, I want you to turn these off if you can. Can't you? No. No, you can't turn those off. That's annoying, so maybe we'll ignore those for now. We only had one security tally. If there was a way to drop tally, that would be so nice. So maybe we save those for last because of the force pressure plates. All the others, don't think there's any force. There's actually only 3 left, and yeah, let's save those for last. So that's what we'll do. I'll have Emily run forward with a sneak. Maybe on this side this time. Nope, maybe we'll sneak her over here. Alright, Kadu's coming up behind, Sekaya in his ear. Soldier down, you found somebody? Investigating. Yes, he found something. Corpse discovered. Okay, so that means Molly should really turn around and take that guy out. Maybe Blackdice will help as well. I think, in fact, we're going to delay Blackdice to the end just to see. Molly, on the other hand, is going to have to come out here and shoot you in the face. If we sneak there or not, the only difference is whether we're heard. So let's try let's try sneaking. And then we're going to shoot you in the face with this heavy weapon, which you're the only one who's going to hear, so it's totally fine shooting. Full auto. You back up here and we'll shoot you again. We can't shoot. That was a mistake. Okay. Can't shoot again, so instead we're just going to run. And hopefully Zasha can save you again, Molly. Jeez. Zasha can sprint. Zasha can actually sprint to here and get a shot off, so let's do that. With a regular attack. Don't miss, thank you. Great, I'm gonna go ahead and collapse this too. Okay, so that body will eventually come back, but we did save a much security tally by killing him. There's maybe something to do with dead bodies, but I'm not sure. Like if there's a way to hide them or something. It doesn't seem like it's that they're visible that is causing us problems, though. It's just that after some amount of time, they fail to check in, I think is kind of the mechanic we're seeing here. Great, this is perfect for us. Blackdice can actually move up and maybe get a hidden attack here. Like about there. And then could do pre-compiled advantage here. Buff yourself or teammate +8 initiative immediately. Initiative bonus is applied when rolling initiative for the next turn. So that basically lets you act earlier next turn. I don't think we have an initiative problem with these guys. I'm just gonna shoot them. Alternatively, yeah, we're just gonna shoot them. Really like to. Oh, that's a wall there. God, I didn't understand that geometry at all, did I? Okay, never mind. It looks like you're probably going to walk past us. So I don't think he acts till next turn. So I think we all get an action before that guy. Molly? Yeah, how did I didn't see this as a wall. I saw this as a gap. So confused. Okay. Molly can run up. I guess not run, but sneak up. Get ready for next turn. Sasha, same thing. Sasha is apparently a lot more quiet than Molly, but she's gonna sneak also. Actually, is that true? No, she's just gonna get closer. I think I want her about there. She'll delay. And then right here we have Emily. No, so it's Blackdice, then Muo, then Emily. Blackdice, you need to get in there and kill it. From here, I think you'll get a couple shots. Might as well move there, and then the first shot at least is going to be... I think I'm going to give you a tactical surge. Yourself and any teammates within 25 meters? Wow, really? Wow, we all get tactical surge. I didn't realize. Alright. That is way more powerful than I thought. And then we're just going to shoot not enough ammo, so we're gonna have to reload first. Luckily, I gave you a tactical surge for that. And we'll check the shots here. We're going to attack. We don't have an auto option here. It's just a pistol. It can fire. She immediately reacts by trying to set security, but we have a couple shots here. We may miss. Nope. Got her down. All the Blackdice has moved there. She's done. That means Emily's next. This turn's actually going really nicely. Going to get down here into this area with a sprint. We need to take out this guy next. Looks like maybe there's only 2 enemies. Oh, there's 4 enemies left. There's 2 out here, 2 in here. This is going great. I haven't seen any reinforcements yet. We're only on security level 2. Somehow we've been keeping it down. Honestly, we could go all the way here, but I think it might be smarter to go and put one of these on this guy. What do we call this? Anticipation. Let's anticipate this guy's move. Let's see what he's doing. It didn't work. Oh no, there. It's going out. Okay. Going out. Another one we can ignore for now. We can claim this. So yeah, we can actually just sprint this way and not even worry about you. Cool. Alright, Zasha meanwhile can sprint up. They get to go Jebo. Blackdice. It's turn 9. Blackdice is moving up. Need to get out here. That guy didn't actually move in the way that we anticipated, which is weird. I wonder what that means. Is we just haven't reached his turn yet, is what that means. Delta. So Sai goes first, then Delta. Sai must be one of these ones out here. Yes, and that one was the last to move. Okay. It's gonna go him next, and then him. They're coming around here behind us, so we'll probably do a similar thing that chase them down, basically. We'll see. Blackdice is done. Emily. Oh, loot that box for us. This time, Dr. Sevenfold V's Dr. Sevenfold's V-Chip Part 1, Personnel Files 2, and another Dazzler. Alright, Sai moves. And then Delta. And then this guy back here probably. Alto? Did not see where he went. There he is. He went around that way. Didn't bother us. Okay. Zasha's coming down for the sprint, staying on the wall. Got 2 more pickups in this direction to take care of. This heist is going great, actually. We did... Hold on. Corpse discovered. Okay. Alto moved according to security AI order. It was Jebo who discovered corpses, though. So apparently, even though these have already been discovered, they get discovered again. Crap. Okay. So we're going to hit level 3 because he's discovering bodies again. Guess they didn't get reported last time. I guess we should have kept... we should have kept a party up here to take care of those as we went. No big deal. That just means we're going to security level 3. Probably something bad happens at that point. Not sure. Let's keep grouped. This camera may be turning on. Security level 3. We got a +2 though. I'm not sure why we're getting extra this time. Oh, escalation +1 tally per turn. Okay, so now we're getting 2 per turn. That's what that means. Alright. That's no good. Molly gets to move. I guess Molly is going to try to get as far this way as possible. We still have eyes on what this guy's doing? Not really, he's just standing there, it looks like. We'll move across there. I don't think it's going to be in any danger. She's just standing there. Blackdice nothing for you to do. I guess we can escape out of there, especially if we just ignore these two, but I really would like to come back for those, so we're probably coming back. Blackdice, charge. Stay there. I think you'll be safe, although I guess you're not technically in cover there, so they could just turn and see you. Whatever, they're not going to turn around, right? It's going to be safe. Next, Emily, we need you to turn this off. Can you do it from there? No, you need to get closer. Get you here. And then jam this for us. And then get in here. I hope you're close enough. Yes, she is. We got 25k cred chip and a Hades lattice armor. Safe locked armament. Yep, great. Alright, and our final move for this turn is Zasha, who is way behind everyone else, but she's gonna rush to catch up. One more loot box back here, and then we double back and get these ones, I guess. Are these two coming around? No, he stopped there. They're just hanging out. Not sure what's gonna happen. Uh-oh. Alright, they're going off to a random location. Good. They're like, where could these people have come from? Alright, this is actually really good news. That means we really only need to send Emily down that way, I think. The rest can start doubling back. This guy is coming up to be a nuisance, though. Investigating. Sick AI in my ear. Looking around, he's gonna find another body. Or did he? No, didn't. Okay. Alright, up this way. I think we're just gonna leave. Ooh, that is a long distance. We're not gonna be able to turn that off. +1 heat, +1 security, trip if tripped. Ugh, do we get heat if these are tripped? No, just security. Alright, people, I think maybe we're gonna have to come back for that. Let's let you guys run this way, actually. We'll leave Emily to go pick that one up. I'm not sure how she's gonna get past this camera. We'll see. Blackdice, you come up here also. We'll go and trip these two. It's gonna be a little hot and heavy as we blast up to security level 4 here. Emily, I want you right outside of this. Maybe over here. And then the question is, what can you do from there? I don't think this gem gets long enough range. No, we're gonna have to wait either till this rotates or turns. Maybe rotates. I think it's gonna rotate next turn. At least I hope it is. Let's delay here. Just to see, but Molly, I think you're gonna come back around this corner also. And I'm hoping these guys don't decide to come back through here because that'll open a firefight. Guys hunting. Uh-oh. Definitely coming toward us. Alright, nothing to worry about yet. It's no big deal. So that thing didn't move. Somebody did just discover a corpse. This guy finally discovered this corpse, I guess. Jeez. So we're going over to sec level 4 anyway. I don't like that this gives us a heat. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave Emily there for now. There it did. It did move. Good. Okay. Turn something on because of sec 4 here, maybe? Oh no, that was just turning on because we had a gem kit on it. Okay. Zasha, you're gonna delay. We want to see if they come back into this room and mess with Emily. I think we want to stick kind of close by until she's done picking up her loot. So we're gonna have everyone delay here except for Emily. Emily can actually grab the loot in one turn, I believe. Yeah, but she can't get out again. 10k cred chip, patient dossiers, and another Q anomaly report. And then she's done for now. This team, even though I said they're gonna delay, yeah, let's let them delay. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we'll have to fight this guy. And that's definitely putting us up to sec level 4. Not sure what the highest sec level is, but these guys, yeah, they're not bothering us. I guess we go this way and just like get ready to bust in here. So we're gonna slam through these and get out, and everybody's gonna hop onto their closest exit pad. Emily can hit here, although she doesn't want to go through that heat, so maybe not. We'll see. End action for Zasha. Blackdice is going to run to the furthest one. Don't like that camera's right there either. And Molly, I think Molly just is kind of hanging here. Is that true? No, Molly's coming up also because we're afraid this guy might come around. Okay. One guard is missing. Investigation. Ooh, 3 reinforcements up there. Ouch. Okay, that is a lot of reinforcements. We're immediately going to escalate even further. Look at that. They're already escalating. Ooh, activating turret. Okay. Not sure where that is. Activating 0 turret. Okay, so if there were turrets, they would have just turned online. But we got lucky there. We're gonna run through here. I don't think we need to get... I think we can do it from here. Pressure anomaly detected. That's gonna have them come running. Got a smoke grenade, a blue cube, and a Tron Hyperflex 700 weapon mod. Great. And let's get the heck out of here. Unfortunately, yeah, we triggered it twice. 1 in, 1 out. Okay, well, I guess that won't... That means that the other triggers won't matter, right? Let's get Emily out of here. And she's heading straight for the exit, I think. Molly, we should get Overwatch. I think Molly's actually just gonna come down, or actually Molly's gonna delay. Zasha is going across the pressure plate, picking up the loot. Got 2 red cubes, Dr. Sevenfold's V-chip part 2, and a smoke grenade. She's out. Alright, so we did get a lot of pips that turn. Lots of pressure anomalies, nothing we can do. End the turn. Enemies are coming in. Sick AI told him... Should have told him where those pressure plates got hit, but maybe it's just more of a general, hey, there's something moving in the building and these aren't located. That's interesting. You'd think pressure plates would be pretty well located. That means Molly's done. She's actually just gonna get out. Bye-bye. Oh crap, I didn't see that guy moved there. Never mind, Molly's not out yet. We're gonna have to take this guy out because Emily's in the way, although she's right behind him. Who is that? That's Delta. Delta is moving way after everybody, but I'm not sure how Molly's gonna get past him. Or it's not Molly, but Emily. Emily could go the other direction. +2 tally. High power mode on camera. Dispatching a bunch of guys to intercept. So maybe that... Ooh. Yeah, that's sec level 5. Everybody's coming to intercept us. Molly gets to go first. She's going to have to shoot. I'd like to get you 4 shots, Molly? Or 2 shots? So let's see what your shot looks like from here. Out of range. Really? Hold on. Okay. Well, let's get you here then. Still out of range. Just barely. Okay. In that case, we are going to send her into cover over here. And now I'm really worried about Emily. These guys are hunting. There's a lot of enemies suddenly. Alright, Emily, what can you do to actually take this guy out? What do you have? You have a lure. Yeah. Does that make sense to lure him so he looks right behind himself? And then you could silence past him, huh? Yeah, so let's put a lure right behind him. He turns around. And then you could run. He's definitely going to hear you do that. What if you hit silence? Make no sound while moving, gain +10 move speed. So yeah, you can do silence. It does take an action, but now you can run without alerting him at all. And I think that gets you around the corner. Nice. Her, I should have said without alerting her. That's okay. Let's see what they do. Sec AI is calling these guys. They have a big party happening. Head down. Somebody may have seen us. Nope, didn't quite see us. She was still hidden. She does have a high explosive grenade. We could use it, but I don't think we need to. I think she can just get out of there. She is going to get seen, so that is bad, but if she doesn't run, she's not even seen. Let's do that. They don't even know she's there. Alright, Zasha next. Zasha can get to the exit. Don't think Delta's gonna reach us this turn. Let's get Zasha to the exit. Yeah, far. Maybe keep her on this side so that her head's down. And then we'll delay that. These guys are clueless. They did find bodies, but they're not really sure what to make of it. And I can tell you guys, we really made away with all of your loot. Alright, I guess Zasha's out of here. She's ready to go. She's going to extract. It looks like the rest will extract next turn, so I'm not worried. Uh-oh. Whoops. Emily. Spotted. I didn't expect that. We can rush over here to help, or we could rush to the exit. I think we're gonna rush to help. I think we can all take this person out. I should have left Zasha with the team. I do have tactical surge here we can use again. So we'll do that. And then we're going to take some shots at this guy with the pistol. That's a hit. Let's do it again. Why can't I do it again? Are we out of ammo? We are. Reload. Weren't we out of ammo last time? Alright, and then we'll get one more shot there. Alright, not quite down. But I think we get to act first. And that means Emily is immediately going for the shot. Shot and the kill, and then she's running out of here. Bye-bye. And I think we're safe. And she escaped. Yes. Extract. Good. Cabo gets to move. They think Sec AI is glitching even though there's bodies all over the ground. We're gonna get Molly out. I said extract, and then hopefully Blackdice gets to go next. Yep, Sec level 5, that was as high as it got. That's gonna generate some heat. But boy, we got a lot of loot. We don't want to overstay our welcome. Filter back into the shadows and disappear. Victory. Not bad, that was actually quite entertaining. We are pretty OP when it comes to killing them, although it tends to take 2 of us. We're on the way out now. Time to count up what we were able to steal. We've got some sorting and tagging to do here, but in the meantime, well done team. That went as well as it could have, or that was some rough road. It could have gone better. Yeah, well done team. That went as well as it could have. I don't think that McKellen really had any idea what hit them. Who hit them? The flow of hard currency, the lifeblood of the new Boston zone. We can view our loot in the market for physical items and cold storage for any digital files. We can see if specific contacts are interested in buying our stolen offerings. Mission victory, forward OP, leveled up on Emily. Earned codename Hellraiser. Good job, Emily. We'll call you Hellraiser soon, I guess. We also got a level up on Molly, Blackdice, and Zasha. Everyone with a level up. Fantastic. 120 for experience. No payment for that job. It was just a forward op to go loot stuff. Got +2 experience from Blur's handling. I wonder if she gets +1 experience per mission. Like it's increasing. Last time it was only +1. We did get 10 heat because it was security level 5. That doesn't sound so bad. Power level gain went 0.17. Lots and lots of loot, including 2 legendary digitals and 2 epics at MBS Cube, Red Cube, and $25,000 cred chip, both epics. Let's continue to safe house. Legwork will be finished in 18 hours. Blackdice needs to talk to Octane. We have some bonuses there. 5 people ready to train. Maybe that's what we start with, although they did mention the market. Look at this. So I'm no idea what we're looking at here. There's a lot of stuff. We can filter it. 1 item hidden. Blueprints. Only new blueprints. No new blueprints. Only already owned blueprints. Okay, so there's a bunch of blueprints that we don't own. I don't even know what blueprints are yet. Rarity. Let's look at legendary stuff. Nope. Epic. Nope. Rare. Here's the rare stuff. Great grips, cram shots, hyper V caps, long sights. Wow. So much junk to figure out. Power level. Let's see. Min power level. Okay, so you can sort things by power. Interesting. Wow, we can get nuke 1. Upon loading into active memory, it grants the following talent: remove 45 to 60 hit points from every IC in the node. Interesting. I think that's some kind of hacking thing. I haven't really got into hacking yet. Don't really know how it works or what it is even. Market's kind of overwhelming. Here we go. Weapons. That's interesting. There's a lot of weapons. Although, like, what is a weapon and isn't seems to be up for debate. Weapons. Ah, there we go. Maybe I wasn't actually clicked on it for some reason. There we go. That makes more sense. Here's an E-cutter. That's a new type of weapon, different from our stun stick, stun club, and slant blades. Does look like slant blades are worth a little more than an E-cutter. Armor cutter. Stealth kill, 55. An auto-lit, a bull assault, defensor, X-close UAR. A lot of effort went into the weapons in this game. Alright, we also have mods. These are, I presume, things you can attach to your weapons. We have armors, items, cyberdecks. It's right, not clear to me. These are all things we can buy in the market. How do we sell? It's our inventory. Let's ready to equip. We have a PDP 1900 in our inventory. I'm not sure what this is. 1 of 1. Scans these deception, disarm, and attack. Currently installed programs. I'm not sure what that is. It's a cyberdeck. That's what that is. All goods. Great. 20 hidden if for some reason in our inventory. Why are things hidden? Blueprints are not checked. Ready to equip, sell. There we go. Okay, so some of these things aren't ready to equip or sell. There. Okay, these things all are. Got it. So we have Jaguar Light suit, that's new. We have the Hades Lattice, that's new. We have the Tron Hyperflex 700, which looks like an accuracy mod. Reduces your minimum optimal range, increases your arc, increases your accuracy. That looks like a sight. Got the Shock Mine. We found a Rapid Fire. We found the Jaguar Light suit. Look at that. 1 protection point. 56% ballistic protection. 55% kinetic protection, and I'm not sure what the second number is. But it's like the protection after your armor's broken. Don't know. First aid kits, a Dazzler. Dazzler is like some kind of grenade, I imagine, that stuns. Yep. So you've got stun grenades, you've got high explosive grenades, smoke grenades, and shock mines. All kinds of different grenades. Interesting. More stuff we can sell. Okay, let's go back to the main base. In cold storage. We also have all this stuff in cold storage. A lot of stuff we can sell. We want to figure out how we get to contact. Like, I don't think contacts really unlock until we talk to Octane, I'm guessing. Yeah, no missions. Let's look at trading. Everybody's leveled up. Blackdice leveled up, right? She has two points to train. Just noticed that they have a discontent and a loyalty meter, a stress and a hype meter. Yeah, she's loyal and hyped. I like it. Alright, what can we do for class training for you? I'd like to get your move speed up. I'd like to get you able to stun people. I'd like to get some of these things improved. Could get you tech and crit chance. We only have 2, so we could actually get you to stun. Let's get you tech and crit chance. Let's get you will and plus 2% all accuracy. And then next time we'll be able to unlock the atomic stutter for you. Blur is also ready to train 2 things. Somehow Blur leveled up, even though she didn't go with us. Her loyalty is only 50%. Her hype is a little lower, but she's ready for some training. We did get her Dealmaker talent leveled up a lot last time. She has 2 more points to spend here, so let's max it out at 25% job payments given by Milsec or Corporate. And then let's do the other. She's also going to get influence for Street or Syndicate contacts. Let's do that. Yeah, she's going to max out Dealmaker. She's going to be the Dealmaker first. Whatever that means. Let's see. Emily. Emily is not the greatest in loyalty. She has chameleon skin. Wait, did she always have that? Chameleon skin, stealth or light armor, implant grants class Vanguard. Okay. Guess she did. Emily's a Vanguard. What's coming in really handy for Emily is this Anticipation, Lure, and Jam Kit. All 3 of these are coming in great. She could get a blend talent to help with the stealth. She could get Glasswalker to improve our initiative as the security level rises. That's pretty cool. Body bag hides a dead body within 12 meters under an illusionary projection. Body timer still runs, but if and when someone comes looking for this lost agent, the body will not be discovered. Interesting. So we could hide bodies with her. K protocol, target any security device within 5 meters, immediately erases up to 2 security tally, created now or later. Could adjust our security tally. Projection. Become undetectable, so you can't trigger Overwatch. Overdrive. If you get spotted, and you haven't been spotted before, you get 10 initiative for the remainder of the turn. So basically if they see you, you can immediately act next turn. And if your initiative becomes higher in the current turn, it immediately becomes your action. Snaps short. When scoring a critical hit, debuff target and nearby enemies within 6 meters. All accuracy until end of next turn, cancels enemy Overwatch. Refract. Project an 8-meter long illusionary reflection field blocking sight. Pinger. Fake a security event within 10 meters. Doesn't raise sec tally. The sec AI will dispatch agents. And then counter static, debuff an enemy drone, jamming its sense kit. Interesting. I think we're going to stick with the basic talents on her initially. Getting the number of things she can jam and making it so she can jam faster, or if it lasts longer, would be nice. Likewise, Anticipation would be nice. She has 4 points to spend, so what can we spend these on? We've already got 1 max charge on Jam Kit. That's why it has 2 charges. We could add another one. So we could charge it more. Increase its range. Reduce the recharge time. Reduce the AP cost. So right now it costs 1. So if we get to here, it's just free to jam things. That's pretty nice. What are the upgrades here? Anticipation, we could increase the range. Add charges. Right now we have 2 charges of this already just by default. Cooldown faster. So right now I think it's 5 turns to cool down to recharge. Could make it 4 turns to recharge. That's actually really nice. It does take a long time for this recharge. We also have enemy suffers -2 initiative if you use it, and -10 evasion if you use it. Those are both really nice. Also, I like the range increase, but mostly I think, yeah, actually the range increase plus the recharge reduction is nice. Let's do recharge reduction, let's do a range increase, and then let's mess with Jam Kit also. Jam Kit, we really want, what? A range increase would be nice, but AP reduction would be really nice also. Let's start heading to AP reduction. We'll give it more recharge. What about these other things? Let's make sure lure doesn't make sense. So right now she has a range buff on lure to start already. Could give it another charge. It does take 4 turns to recharge. We can increase range a whole bunch. So yeah, we'll want to do that eventually. What about silence? She did use it once at the end of that move, or that turn, so that mission, so it was helpful. It's a bunch of stuff to upgrade this. We could give it recharge weight, duration increase, more max charges, stealth crit chance. Okay, so we could use silence to improve her chance to do stealth damage, crit damage. Yeah, crit buff is nice, so she could be a killer. With silence crit buffs. I think I'm gonna stick with Jam for now. I really want to get the AP 0 cost on this, so let's do that. We don't quite get there, we'll just give her more Jam Kits for now. Alright, and that's all she gets. Let's see who's next. Molly Perry, War Machine. Well, War Machine, we haven't done Stun Strike at all. In fact, I might respec War Machine if we can. She does have the claws. Claws are nice. Predator Reflex. She gets a reaction attack with her claws against any enemy attempting to move or attack within up to 6 meters. I wonder, and we can extend that range. Wow. So she could just be an Overwatch monster with that. Predator Reflex. That's really nice. She does have 4 points to spend here. Crimson Vector, if we could make the range on Crimson Vector higher, that would be nice. These just reduce its usage duration. What's this one? Max charge. So range here could go 6 meters more. So it starts out at 6. So we double the range plus this one. I'm not sure what the 2 down there means. So we could make her Crimson Vector way better. Clawmaster. Passive talent automatically improves talent granted by your Cyber Claws, but only the cybernetic talent, not talents like Crimson Vector. I'm not sure what that means. Only the cybernetic talent. It's like, it doesn't automatically improve this, but whatever. Any Cyberclaw talent gains 1 max charge. Recharge, I guess that's just the use of them is what it improves. All attacks gain 10% bonus damage. That's nice. So just like 30% damage increase there, and reduces AP costs. So we could make her like just extremely brutal with the claws by buffing out Clawmaster, although only 4 points there. She could almost max it out. What's this one? Berserk Haze passive. When killing a target with a cyber weapon, instantly recharge 1 turn for any cybernetic talent. Okay, so she has that passive already. I think this one, the Stun Strike, I guess I'll keep it. It's we haven't used it yet. It seems opportunistic. The Crimson Vector, I like the slide attack, but I also like the idea of Predator Reflex. That's like an Overwatch with her claws, so that we could make the range pretty impressive on this. 11 meters plus 5, like she's gonna like just teleport over to people and slash them, it sounds like. That could be really good. Maybe I'll put the points in there. And then if we don't like it, we can respec her. We've got a few days left before the respecs are over. We'll end initiative here. And then here she's going to get, let's see, it's every 5 turns she gets to do this. That's kind of sucky, honestly. Can get it down to every 4 turns and 2 charges. So that's pretty decent, because then she'd have 3 charges and then wait a turn and have to go again. But I really want to do the range first. Okay, let's turn it on. We have 2 points left. So what is it we want to spend this on? Probably an extra charge. Probably get the charges down before we get the range. Maybe one of each. Charge and range. Wait, what's the range? Range starts at 6, which is really short. Let's boost the range to 11 meters. And that'll be good, and we'll be able to test that out a little bit. Alright. Next we have Zasha. Zasha is our sword, cyber sword. Her talents include improved power slice, we have not used. Slash slide we've used. And deflection field we have not used. Discharge melee weapon to stabilize a 6-meter long energy barrier. Blocks movement and attack but not sight. Okay, so she can put up a shield. We haven't figured that out yet. Improved power slice just seems like a no-brainer, because if you're going to use the sword, you need to improve it. And she's already got points in slash slide to make it a 7-meter range. We could increase that to 9 and then again to 10. Wow, that's not much of a range increase there. The other thing she can do, Whisper Kill. When a melee attack kills an unaware or suspicious target, gain 2 move points for the remainder of the turn. Lightfoot. No sound while moving up to 3 action points without generating recoil. Preempt. So that's her Overwatch. Makes a reaction attack against any enemy attempting to move or attack. Shielded Rush. Become invulnerable to all damage for 2 hits, including Overwatch reaction shots, while moving up to 3 action points. So you can do a Overwatch breaker there. Choppa! When you kill a target, gain 2 action points for the remainder of the turn. Once per turn max. When attacked by a melee, immediately block the attack and gain 10% melee accuracy and 10% of kinetic as extra pure damage for the remainder of the turn. So sure parry is nice. EMP kills drones. Power cycle kills drones. Adaptive Restruct, immediately patch 1 armor and gain shred armor. Aegis, while carrying melee weapon, buff yourself with invulnerability to all damage up to 2 hits until the end of next turn. Wow. Shields sound nice. I think we're going to improve the range on our slash slide a bit, maybe. Actually, maybe not, because slash slide seems pretty good as is. I'm actually, of all of these so far, I'm least sure how to buff her. Aegis, Lightfoot. This preempt talent sounds pretty good. Maybe we'll just walk up toward that. Or Lightfoot, she could be really quiet. Sprint, slide in and attack. Actually, maybe that sounds good. Let's do that, because that'll synergize with her slidey attack. That gives her strength, reaction, crit chance, and Lightfoot. She has 1 more point, so these give you AP movement limit increase, or all targets gain extra 25% stealth crit chance for talent's duration. Ooh, crit chance, stealth crits. Yeah, so she could be really just sliding up and slashing people with stealth crits. Oh, I really like that. So I think I'm going to buff this one first, probably, though. Because right now she can only do this once every, or twice, I guess, every 5 turns. But if we bump this up, she'll be able to do it more often. Although we never really ran out. I guess, yeah, she doesn't really need to do the slide attack that often. Especially if we have range on it. 9 meters range. Definitely better than 7 meters, but with Lightfoot she can get closer. Although it takes actions to get closer, so maybe not worth that. Let's get the crit chance on. That sounds good. 25% crit chance seems awesome. Alright, Remy is still doing her legwork. I don't know what manage room means quite. We don't have any tasks we can do. We'll figure that out later. Let's finish the legwork. I figured out who made the call, but you're not going to like the rest of my news. Ultratech is on your trail. They picked me up. My data patch into the AUG Clinic's network got compromised. How dirty. I wiped the digital tracks, but I had to leave some of my equipment behind. I was careful, as we discussed. I was long gone before the Ultratech boots hit the pavement. They missed me once at the AUG Clinic. This would have been a good time to just disappear from memory. I know, I messed it up, but look, I did find what you wanted to know. A research lead in the biotech division must have seen something outside of Dr. Ekman's surgery suite. Got spooked and called a superior. One Tina Mellock. That's a relief. It was just a bad look by some random at the clinic. Maybe we can still squeeze a win out of this, even if Ultratech has confirmation we are still out here and alive. We've gained plus 20 heat. Heat burns off 1 point per day, but makes our life more difficult. As our heat rises, target security for our jobs will be stiffer. Some contacts will stop dealing with us, and the stress on the team increases. Okay, so that's an explanation finally of what heat's for. If we feel the heat just around the corner, we might want to lay low for a while. Ultratech has already forgotten their snitch. Left out to dry, it would be easy to lean on Tina Mellock. She's an Ultratech citizen, but not in a particularly well-ranked position. Because of her, Ultratech nearly took us out. Find an angle or weak spot, and we can threaten and intimidate her and get the leverage we want. It will take some time. Chew up somebody's hours, but it can be done. Alright, so the question is, do we want to do further legwork? Let's put the snitch under our thumb, have some Ultratech biotech researcher in our pocket. Will eventually pay off. So we could send Remy with... I'm pretty sure she failed the last one at 75%. Failure here increases duration, so no real bad problem with failure. And if we do this, she owes us a one favor plus 1 favor per month. That seems reasonable. Let's do that. Let's put this snitch under our thumb. Having some Ultratech biotech researcher in our pocket will eventually pay off. Leverage is always worth it. Go digging, see what you can find. Alright, so she's going to do that for 2 more days, so that happens. We've got a new conversation first, though. I told you, you call Octane or I would have to do it for you. What do you think, you're my handler? How else do you think anything would get done around here, Blackdice? Ha, fair enough. You can even punch in her sig to the deck. You can even punch in her sig to the deck. I guess that means dial a number for us. What an honor. Alright, here she comes. Let's see what we can learn. This is Octane. Remember, Octane's the one who paid for our cybernetic and CyberKnight enhancements. Aha, look what the black soup washed up. Blackdice went into a sterile operating bay at the AUG Clinic. She wasn't swimming in the Boston Harbor. Oh, she took a journey into the black, all right. The splicer said every new CyberKnight dies on the operating table when they are laying the quantum filaments. It's just a question of whether you come back or not. You wouldn't have been the first. I'm standing here alive and cranking. Your investment didn't die on the table. I've missed you, Blackdice. Can I say that? It feels like it's been a long wait. We knew the risks. So you've seen a knight die in the op? No, this is all new to me. Quantum writers are so rare, they're impossible to get. The splicer Dr. Ekman was telling some stories he had heard from other surgeons taking the risk. The splicer Dr. Ekman was telling some stories he had heard from other surgeons taking the risk. You were the first CyberKnight he ever cut up. Probably his last, I guess. What? His last? That sounds ominous. Remember the Ultratech TAC response team that tried to catch you? Well, they scooped him up. I'm sure their interrogators will make short work of learning that his brother owed a life debt to D-Cartel. But there isn't anything else he can tell them. It was all set up blind. Ultratech won't be a step closer to you or me after their long chat with the good doctor. CyberKnight quantum writers are impossible to get, so where did you get this one? Nano-fabbing one of these things is so illegal. No one even has the blueprints. It's a zombie computer, isn't it? They're all zombie quantum writers at this point, Blur. So yes, it is. Your spinal implant was recently sliced out of the spine of a dead CyberKnight. And who the hell was that? A knight died on the job. I got the opportunity to inherit the computer and took it. And now it's yours. All the rest are secrets of the D-Cartel, and I will not say more. I'm still wondering why you wanted to talk. Our loan payment isn't up for a while. I see your priorities are straight. Let's talk money. You chose to be direct, so I will be direct. You owe me a lot of United Digitals, more than you may be able to repay. Please, I'm not here to threaten you or try to ratchet up your interest until the debt is unpayable. I called to make you an offer. I have a job for you. I need you to recover something that has been stolen from me. We do jobs. We do stolen property. What will you pay? I will erase your debt entirely, Blackdice. Wow. Hold the line, Chumbo. Are you saying that you found an impossible-to-find CyberKnight's computer, loaned us $2 million to install it, and all that just so we can do a job for you? It is a very sensitive matter, internal to D-Cartel. You'll be going directly against the Syndicate. Recovery is only the first step. The thief is Ghoul, a Syndicate blade, who won't part easily with my stolen property. But once you have recovered my property, I need a CyberKnight. I need you to sneak it into a secure data center. And if we pull it off, you'll drop the $2 million debt? Recover my lost property, hit a data center, and the 2 million United Digitals are forgiven. Our repayment schedule is 4 payments of $500,000 every 30 days to total $2 million. Oof. We knew coming in that this schedule might be impossible to keep. We need to see the specs on these jobs, but we'll take your offer, or we already have a deal. It's a loan. We owe you money and nothing else. Or if we complete these jobs for you, you'll promise to tell us everything you know about my quantum writer? I need to know who this zombie was. Who this zombie was in before me. That kind of past doesn't just die with the owner. If you pull off the heists, I will tell you everything I know. It isn't much. I need to know Octane. Alright, we're accepting Octane's job. It's going to be hard, but, like, who wouldn't accept a $2 million score? We need to see the specs on these jobs, but we'll take your offer. So, was this the plan all along? You never wanted us to pay off the debt. If you had insisted, I'd take the money and find someone else to do the work. I'm glad you can see the business sense of taking my offer. We're going to need a lot more details before we can promise anything, but we'll look at your jobs. Everything is coming over right now. You know how to contact me if you have any questions. Octane's Haven Smokeout is ready to be planned at our Command HQ. Additional conversations and options for each job are available from the Command HQ. With that piece of business concluded, I will leave you to your planning. Well, she's disconnected. Octane's Haven Smokeout is ready. By hell, Octane wants us to go up against her D-Cartel rivals? A powerful syndicate blade like Ghoul isn't going to tip over easily. That's why she called you in. Or created you. Octane is asking us to go up against a member of the D Cartel, but our $2 million loan is with the D Cartel. Maybe the D Cartel doesn't even know about the loan. As the financier, Octane might be keeping us a secret. You're right, hiding it from Ghoul and from every other possible threat or enemy in the D Cartel. We need this loan forgiven, but not if it lands us in even worse trouble with the rest of the D Cartel. We have only heard Octane's side of the story here. We need our own read on her power plays within the D Cartel. Where did this zombie spinal computer really come from? I'm not surprised that it's a zombie quantum writer. It's been illegal for half a century to nanofab these things. But Octane was hiding something important behind the excuse of D Cartel secrets. Do you think Octane might know more about the dead knight than she was willing to say? Absolutely. Maybe she killed the knight to get the writer, who knows? Or the knight died on the very job that Octane is sending us on. We need to take Octane's offer, but we don't have to take it blind. Someone better start quietly digging on the previous owner of your new quantum writer. Used quantum writer, zombie actually. New to you at least, let's just stick with new CyberKnights computer, okay? Alright, so we have the option here of legwork. We're too short on mercs for legwork right now. We need to come back to this soon, but not today. So probably going to do that. And we'll send Remy on it again. So this was all a play to make us do a job. How does that make sense? Or the deal is made. We hit Ghoul hard and get this loan cleared. Let's do this. So this was all play to make us do a job. How does that make sense? So suspicious. It's all too neatly wrapped up to be real. I have a bad feeling about this job. Octane jumped through a lot of hoops to set this up and force us to agree. It's stacked against us. We don't have much choice, or she will bring the weight of D Cartel down on us. We don't know enough. We need more intel. Someone has to go quietly digging into why Octane has gone to such lengths to get a knight under her thumb for this all-important heist. Alright, more legwork. We're too short on mercs for legwork. We're going to have to delay. We need to learn more about my cybernetic computer true origin. We need to investigate Octane's power plays. We need to delay. Can we send somebody on these? Look at that. We have 60% chance if we send Hellraiser. Emily, now known as Hellraiser. If we do this other one, we could send Blur. She's our face, 75%. We'll do that. This is looking up information on the competition matrix. Octane has stacked this all too carefully. We need to understand how these jobs are going to cut across against the D Cartel and if that puts us on the wrong side of the mess or not. 12-day lock-in, 1 attempt. We'll learn secrets about Octane's risky position within D Cartel, plus 20 heat. If we fail, we'll learn the secrets, but we'll get caught in the dragnet. That's okay, it's just a heat failure. Let's do it. We'll assign face to that. She'll lead us into trouble that we can handle. More trouble than we can handle. Neither of us like what we're hearing about this entire deal that Octane has laid out. The 2 million digilone was bad enough. This seems worse. It's our best way out of the loan right now, so we're going to stick with it. Well, we've got to get you working your underworld network to look for more options. We need you to be thorough and quiet. We need to know what type of play Octane is planning and who her enemies are. The briefing on the job itself has a lot of extra detail to follow up on about the syndicate blade Ghoul. I don't like someone else pulling the strings, so if it means we get off Octane's hooks faster, I'm all in. But I'll have to be careful asking around any syndicate's business. They see Bravestar undercovers and rats under every move. We're taking twice the risk to get to the truth behind the story Octane is selling, but it will be worth it. Alright, and then we're going to delay the other legwork, I think, because I didn't like that it's only a 68% chance. Let's see what a delay does. We're too short on mercs for legworks right now. We need to come back to this soon, but not today. We have some time, but if we don't move fast enough, we'll be leveraged into completing Octane's plan without knowing the half of it. An event has been added to our timeline to resume discussing our legwork options with Blur. Alright, we do have a pending heist Haven Smokeout in 10 days. 24 days until our $500,000 is due. Blur is investigating this and she'll be done in 12 days. Remy will be done in 6 and our delay is only going to last for 10 days, so its delay doesn't even last until we get to this pending heist. A mission is ready. So this is the Haven Smokeout. We have 10 days left to do this. It's Octane and Ghoul, and like, yeah, none of our legwork's going to be done before this, so we're just going to do it. Octane's rival within the D cartel named Ghoul has stolen a very important secured Dropbox from her. The Dropbox has been stashed at a Syndicate hideout, and Ghoul has brought in a Syndicate Wireghost hacker to try to crack the Dropbox. In the raid, we must recover the Dropbox, and it is an added bonus if we can execute the Wireghost. Client is Octane against Ghoul. We would earn 218,000 for completing the primary objectives here. We'll get 115 experience for the mercs. Octane will gain power level. She'll trust us 1% more. And she'll get 20% more influence, or we will have more influence on her. Plus we get an extra 5% trust with Octane. We'll get an extra 54,000 bonus for killing the Wireghost. And we'll get 2 favors with Octane if completed before the end of turn 14. So if we do it fast, we'll get favors. Alright, we're going to hold that mission for next time. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know how you think this series is going. Let me know your thoughts on the game in general. See if there's anything you want me to highlight or to look at with the team. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.